Get ready for Real Estate Best Buys. Buying, selling, building, financing? Real Estate Best Buys brings you the very best buys in local real estate, plus breaking news, market analysis and trends, tips and expert insights, and even a bit of celebrity real estate gossip. Don't touch that dial and don't go away. It's time for Real Estate Best Buys.
Good morning, Southwest Florida. You are tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys. I say it all the time. It's the place for Real Estate Best Buys. I'm Jeff Popick, and I'm going to talk a little bit today about the new and improved Real Estate Best Buys. We're going to be making some changes to the show over the next few weeks, and hopefully we will have the completely revised and improved format ready to go probably the first week of March or so. So by all means, stay tuned as we go through these next few weeks. Of course, we're going to be bringing you the very best buys. We talk about it all the time. However, they are changing. The best buys might mean one thing to one person, another thing to another person. There is no exact science on what a best buy is, certainly in this market where we have shrinking inventory and actually prices that are increasing. But nonetheless, there are always those best buys. Best buys is a relative term. However, one of the things that we want to bring to the show as well, in addition to the best buys, are increasing amounts of information. Whether that information is related to market trends, both local and also national. We can glean quite a bit of information when we see the big picture, not only the little picture in our backyard. So market trends is going to be a big part of the show. We have been talking with the National Association of Home Builders for the past few weeks, having them on the show, talking about news on the housing front and how that is really taken quite a turn to the north, to the good. Things are busy. People in construction are busy. Houses are going up across all of Southwest Florida and pretty much across the entire country, more or less. And so we're going to continue with the housing report. We're going to have what we call the Mortgage Minute, and we're going to give you the latest on updates for rates, where you can go to get mortgages. You know, rates are so low, and yet it's still a challenge to get a mortgage. There are people with scores north of 800, good income, good credit, good history, and still have to jump through one hoop after another trying to get a mortgage. It can take weeks and if not months. It's crazy. So we're going to be dedicating a little bit of time on talking to you about getting mortgages. That's a big part of this whole real estate process. We're also going to be sharing information, do-it-yourself projects. That's always a fun thing. So we're going to be bringing you some do-it-yourself tips. And even a little bit tangentially, we have Dr. Michael Greger, who's going to be on each week with what we call house calls, talking about, it takes healthy people to make a happy home. And so we're going to be bringing you some of the cutting edge information on how to do that. Also, we're going to be talking about realtor insights. If you are a realtor, how to optimize your experience with your customers or clients. And if you are a buyer or seller, how to optimize your experience with your realtor, how to choose a realtor. And there's so many issues related to that. And there are a lot of people who really kind of have a little bit of a fear even of using realtors. It's kind of like you go to a used car lot or even a new car lot after hours because you want to look at the cars without the annoying salesman. And some people see realtors that same way, and that's fine. But it really does help to have an expert on your side, both in finding properties or getting your property ready for sale, all the way through the whole process. And really, truly is a good idea to have expert counsel as you go through that process. We're going to also have attorneys on the show talking about the multitude of ways to go through the buying, selling, owning process. There are just so many insights that we will be sharing with you. and talking about how to make money in real estate, how to save money in real estate, because certainly money saved is money earned, saving time, saving some effort, avoiding headaches. There's a lot of pitfalls in real estate, and we will walk you through that process. And also going to be talking about some environmentally friendly things on the real estate front. You know, the planet Earth is our home of homes, so it's not an unimportant item. And lastly, perhaps, we're going to be bringing some real estate news, a little bit of celebrity real estate gossip. People love knowing who's buying, who's selling, where they're living, and what they're paying for their huge mansions. So we're going to be sharing some of that information. And of course, like I said, we're going to be bringing you the very best buys across all the land. So it's going to be changing over these next few weeks. So please stay tuned. And also, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to talk about your property on the air or get your property on the air, shoot us an email at 411@realestatebestbuys.com. That's 411@realestatebestbuys.com. We are going to take a break now, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about the best buys from Marco Island all the way up through Naples and well into Lee County. So stay right where you are. Stay tuned every week, and we'll be back right after this.
Of course, you're going to enjoy that free bottle of champagne that Aries Title gives to our real estate investor clients with every closing. But Aries Title doesn't stop there. You'll really enjoy the substantial discounts off closing fees Aries Title offers to our investor clients. Aries Title enjoys working with Southwest Florida real estate investors who help make this such a great place to buy, invest, rent, and sell. The staff and attorneys at Aries Title provide investors with insightful strategies and smooth closings. Aries helps with smart strategies like purchasing property in land trusts and LLCs. Aries Title offers leading-edge expertise in short sale transactions and courthouse foreclosure purchases. Aries Title is Southwest Florida's #1 choice and Real Estate Best Buys recommendation for expertise in real estate closings, title work, and ownership strategies. To find out how to get your substantial discount and your free bottle of champagne, call Aries Title at 239-530-7111. That's 239-530-7111.
Affordable Landscaping is the Real Estate Best Buys choice for all your lawn and landscaping needs. Affordable Landscaping has been serving Collier County residents for over 16 years with the absolute best value in landscaping and lawn maintenance, and is currently the landscape contractor for the city of Marco Island. No job is too big or too small. Affordable Landscaping is your one-stop shop for all your lawn and tree service, irrigation, pest control, landscape design, and installation needs. Affordable Landscaping is reliable, on time, and offers quality services at affordable prices. Call Affordable Landscaping right now at 239-389-1468. That's 239-389-1468. No matter what your lawn maintenance or landscaping needs are, you owe it to yourself to give Affordable Landscaping a call. You'll save time and money and a great peace of mind knowing Affordable Landscaping is on the job. Call Affordable Landscaping for a free estimate now at 239-389-1468.
BudgetBlinds.com.
Ever gone to a store to pick out new window treatments? But when you finally get home, it seems they never look quite as nice as the picture on the package. Well, there's a better way. Budget Blinds, bringing our showroom to your home. With Budget Blinds, you can view many styles such as plantation shutters, draperies, or blinds, all surrounded by your decor. No more guessing. The result? A perfect solution every time. 20 years in business, Budget Blinds is the nation's largest window treatment retailer with a personal touch from local, knowledgeable consultants. And we go the extra mile. Free temporary shades, free removal of your old blinds, and free installation. And there's a reason we're called Budget Blinds. Best quality, best value, best service, all with your budget in mind. Plus our exclusive, no questions asked warranty.
Come discover Budget Blinds. For special discount offers, visit BudgetBlinds.com. That's BudgetBlinds.com. Or call 1-888-88-BUDGET.
Budget Blinds, a style for every point of view.
BudgetBlinds.com.
Are you buying a home? You've come to the right place. Here's more Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty. I almost forgot who I was.
I'm Jeff Dumbrello of Steelbridge Realty.
Sandy Pastor, Prudential Florida Realty.
And Sandy is our roving realtor today. She's out there.
Yep, roving reporter. I'm on the road, and but miss you guys, and wanted to just chime in at least a little.
Absolutely.
How's a Bloody Mary this morning, Sandy?
Actually, it's a mimosa, but not bad.
All right, let's jump into some of these deals. Tumbarello, why don't you get us started off here?
Got a home in Bonita Springs just listed, 24,000 Rodas Drive. It's in San Carlos Estates. If you don't know where San Carlos Estates is, it's a pretty neat place. You're just right off 41. About 3 minutes from Coconut Point.
If you do know where it is it still a neat place?
It's still a neat place.
All right.
This is listed at 2049, and it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,600 square foot home in Bonita Springs. It's 2 stories on 1.25 acres. And it looks like it's pretty much move-in ready. This is a great buy, and it's a really easy place to go anywhere. The nice thing about San Carlos Estates, you got access to that whole world, but you can actually park what you want in your driveway and stuff. So if you'd like more information on this, you can give us a call at Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838.
I've got a hot dog cart that I'm looking to park. Would that be okay over there?
You put some hot dogs in, you can put it in front of my house. Well,
all right. You might not like the hot dogs I choose.
Yeah, the Tofurkey hot dogs.
All right, Sandy, let's see what kind of Best Buy you've got.
Well, I've got an interesting Best Buy here. This one is in Old Naples. I've been looking in Old Naples for a couple of weeks now with a client that is interested in that particular end of town. And we've been looking at attached villas. And amazingly, there are few and far between. I mean, in the whole area, there are 25 of them left, period. I mean, that's all of Old Naples, not any one particular development. This one is a really good opportunity for someone that wants, a home like this, built in 2000. It's a 3, 2.5. It is really, really nice. It has its own private pool, its own private spot, and keep in mind these are like townhouses that attached to each other. And this one is listed as $965. It's one of only 2 that are well under $1 million in Old Naples. And I think this is the best buy of the 2 itself. It's over 2,000 square feet. It's got a 1-car garage, right in the center of town. You walk to the beach, you walk to Fifth Avenue, all the shops and restaurants and everything. It's got an open floor plan. This is beautiful. It's right on 9th Avenue South. So if it's something you're interested in, something like this, living right downtown in Old Naples within walking distance of pretty much everything, and you can have pets here, would love to show it to you. Give me a call, Sandy Pastor, at 239-595-0714.
Okay, and I've got a nice condo on Marco. This is Smokehouse Bay. It's on El Cam Circle, and the list price for this is $149. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit being sold turnkey, so totally furnished, totally outfitted, pots, pans, you name it. It's in excellent condition, quite a few upgrades, and even new air conditioning compressor a couple of years ago, new roof a couple of years ago, repainted not that long ago. Really quite a nice unit, and even pick up a little bit of water views, and this is also right by the pool. So if this is something you'd like to see or get more information, again, it's $149,000 on Marco. Give me a call, Jeff Popick, at 239-450-3000. And time flies. We've got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Opportunity is knocking. Become a member now. The Southwest Florida Real Estate Investment Association was established in November 2003 and is now an industry leader. The Southwest Florida Real Estate Investment Association has been on the cutting edge of data gathering and analysis of the housing downtrend and foreclosures. Our analysis and trend reporting has made us an expert source for the media and set standards by which the housing market is analyzed and trended within the industry. Our members are real estate investors, real estate agents, title agents, insurance agents, landlords, landlords, property managers, wholesalers, rehabbers, note buyers, hedge fund managers, bulk asset purchasers, foreclosure and probate investors, and people just like you who are looking to gain a competitive edge. Our motto is knowledge withheld is knowledge wasted. Join us and check us out on the web at www.swflreia.com. That's www.swflreia.com.
Hi, I'm Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty's Park Shore and Ritz-Carlton offices. I'd love the opportunity to put my dedication, knowledge, and years of experience to work for you. Call me at 239-595-0714. If you want to buy or sell that beautiful home on the Gulf or on a championship golf course, I can help. I'm also certified and experienced in short sales and foreclosures with both buyers and sellers in this very specialized type of real estate. Today, more than ever, it's important to work with an experienced and knowledgeable realtor. Naples is my home and my specialty. For a free market report and other information, call me, Sandy Pastor, 239-595-0714.
Hello, my name is Tim Ivey. I'm married and the proud father of 4 beautiful children. I cannot think of anything more important than their protection and safety. That's why I'm proud to speak to you about Aegis Microbe Shield, a state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly antimicrobial product which can be applied to all surfaces. It provides a permanent barrier against germs and microorganisms. This green technology was developed by Dow Corning and has been used by NASA, the NFL, and even the United States Army. And now it's available to you. My company, Microbial Block, is the exclusive provider of the Aegis Microbe Shield technology to all of Florida. It has been proven effective in homes, hospitals, assisted living facilities, schools, athletic facilities, and more. For a free quote, call me today at 239-300-7585. That's 239-300-7585. Or you can log on to my website at www.microbialblock.com. That's MICROBIAL block.com. Microbialblock.com.
Learn the secrets to getting it sold with Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys, and not only the best buys, but some of the best information. Joining me now is attorney and friend Mark Shapiro. Mark, thanks for joining me today.
Well, thanks for having me, Jeff.
There are a multitude of ways to take title to a property. And so wanted to talk a little bit about that today with you, and maybe talk a little bit about land trusts. That seems to be, at least from my perspective, a more popular method these days. So can you tell everybody what exactly is a land trust?
Sure. I love land trusts, but let me explain what it isn't. There are lots of different types of trusts. A lot of people are used to trusts for estate planning called a revocable living trust. This is not that type of trust. This is really, it's a trust designed for holding real property. They call it a land trust, but it can be used for holding not only land, but houses and things like that. And I think it has a multitude of benefits, really too many to go into in this short segment, but I'd like to get into a few of the more important ones.
Sure. So then this is designed for, in the state of Florida, for real property, such as, like you say, homes, land, and so on. So what exactly is a land trust? Why should people consider using a land trust to take title?
Well, let me go into a scenario. You heard the story of the 3 little pigs. Well, let me go into this. Let's say there's 3 little pigs, and the first pig decides to buy some investment properties. Let's say they buy 4 or 5 properties, and the first one buys it. He doesn't know much about real estate, so he buys it in his own name.
Okay.
The second pig knows a little bit about real estate. He read in a book, and he decides to buy his 4 or 5 properties in a limited liability company.
Okay.
And then the third little pig goes to an attorney that really knows what they're doing, and they tell him to purchase the properties in a land trust and then have the LLC be the beneficiary of the land trust. And let me describe the differences.
Okay.
So let's say all these pigs have a terrible scenario. They have one of their tenants that's in their investment properties brings their pet pit bull into the house, and the pet pit bull bites the neighbor kid's face off and they sue the owner of the home saying you should have known that your tenant had a dangerous dog and you should have done something about it. And your insurance, the pig's insurance, doesn't cover it because they have an exclusion for pit bull attacks. Now, the first little pig who bought all these properties in his own name, it's a lawsuit against them. And if there's a multi-million-dollar award, everything they own is at risk. All the properties they purchase, plus everything else they own is at risk.
Not a good place to be.
No.
Okay.
The second, now, if he would have put them all in an LLC, it would have been almost as bad. Now, everything that pig owns isn't at risk, but everything in that LLC is at risk, so all 5 houses are at risk.
Okay.
All right, so the second little pig has them in an LLC. Not too bad, because now, if they're all in a separate LLC, then only that one property is at risk, and all the other properties that are in their own LLC aren't at risk.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, now that little pig has 4 tax returns to file, and the IRS is now cracking down on if you have a tax ID number for a trust, there's actually penalties for filing late or not filing a return. So you're looking at accounting fees on 5 different properties on 5 different LLCs. You're looking at the setup fees for 5 different LLCs, and every LLC has upkeep and maintenance costs. You have to pay a fee to the state. You might have to do your annual minutes and meetings every year. So you're looking at, when you start getting into 4 or 5 properties and above, it gets pretty expensive to carry all those LLCs.
Sure.
The other thing this pig didn't realize is that he had a mortgage on one of these properties that he transferred into an LLC. So now the mortgage company calls him up, says, we noticed that there's been a transfer of your property, and according to the due on sale clause in your mortgage, you now have to pay us all the money you owe on that mortgage, otherwise we're going to start to foreclose because there's a transfer of ownership, which means you have to now pay that loan off.
Okay.
Now, the third little pig that put him in an LLC, that put him in a land trust.
Right.
Land trusts don't require a tax ID number. They're very inexpensive entities to form. In fact, once you form the first one, you can pretty much just kind of change the legal description and use that same form to do the other ones.
Okay.
And so now there's a problem with one of the houses that, the pit bull bit the kid's face off, but it doesn't affect any of the other properties, and it doesn't affect any of his personal assets. So the only thing that's at risk is that one property itself, and the only thing in that one trust is that one property. So that's all that's at risk. Everything was segregated. So it's not a catastrophe. It's still, you lose the one house, but it's not a catastrophe.
Right.
The fees are nil after the setup fees for the trust. There's no maintenance fees. There's no tax returns to be filed. These types of trusts are considered disregarded entities by the IRS, meaning that the beneficiary picks up the gain or loss on its return. In this case, we made the LLC a beneficiary. So we have one tax return to file for the LLC. None of the trusts need to file tax returns. There's no fee to the state to keep that trust going every year. So we basically had the benefit of having multiple LLCs without the expense of doing so. And also, remember we talked about the due on sale clause when you transfer the property into the LLC?
Right.
Well, there's an exception to the due on sale clause, and that exception is a transfer into a trust. It's an act of Congress called the Garn-St. Germain Act. And under this act of Congress, they wanted to make it easy for people to do estate planning. And so they basically told the banks that if a person transfers their property into a trust, you cannot trigger the due on sale or due on transfer clause in a mortgage. So now, this pig that had a mortgage on their property, transfers it into a trust. The bank, even if they wanted to, can't trigger the due on sale clause because there's an exception from an act of Congress to do that.
These are great tools people should know about. And unfortunately, my experience is there are a lot of attorneys and a lot of even title companies that are not familiar with land trusts, how to buy in them, how to sell out of them. Certainly that's not the case with you and your company, Aries Title. And there's so much more, but we are kind of running short on time, so maybe we can have you back again to talk even a little bit more about land trusts and some of the other benefits and potentially maybe some drawbacks if there are any. But I know a lot of people who are taking advantage of these land trusts. They really are excellent for asset protection and a variety of reasons. So if somebody wants to get a hold of you, if they're purchasing a property, selling a property, want to talk about land trusts, what's the best way to get in touch with you, Mark?
My office number is 649-8050, and just ask to speak with me. Tell me you're interested in learning more about trusts, or you can email me at Mark, spelled M-A-R-C, @attorneyshapiro.com.
Awesome. Mark, thank you for taking the time. We'll get you back here and talk some more about it. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Folks, you're listening to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate best buys and real estate best information. By all means, get in touch with Mark Shapiro if you are buying or selling. He really can walk you through the process and save you quite a bit of money and some headaches. So we need to take a break, but we will be back right after this with some Best Buys. Stay tuned.
There's a wise old saying, you cannot build a solid structure on a shaky foundation. Nowhere is this truer than when it comes to the construction of your next house or commercial building. Often overlooked, concrete is one of the most important parts of the building process, so be sure to call the best in concrete construction. General Concrete Corporation. General Concrete builds slabs that are level, walls that are plumb, and buildings that are square. This will save you time, money, and headaches now and well into the future. Call General Concrete at 239-571-1100. for a free quote on any size job. New homes or commercial buildings, remodels, additions, even patios and sidewalks. General Concrete gets it done right the first time. Call General Concrete now at 239-571-1100. That's 239-571-1100.
Of course, you're going to enjoy that free bottle of champagne that Aries Title gives to our real estate investor clients with every closing. But Aries Title doesn't stop there. You'll really enjoy the substantial discounts off closing fees Aries Title offers to our investor clients. Aries Title enjoys working with Southwest Florida real estate investors who help make this such a great place to buy, invest, rent, and sell. The staff and attorneys at Aries Title provide investors with insightful strategies and smooth closings. Aries helps with smart strategies like purchasing property in land trusts and LLCs. Aries Title offers leading-edge expertise in short sale transactions and courthouse foreclosure purchases. Aries Title is Southwest Florida's #1 choice and Real Estate Best Buys recommendation for expertise in real estate closings, title work, and ownership strategies. To find out how to get your substantial discount and your free bottle of champagne, call Aries Title at 239-530-7111. That's 239-530-7111.
In today's competitive real estate market, timing is everything. Steelbridge Realty LLC is a licensed real estate brokerage headquartered in Lee County that utilizes cutting-edge marketing techniques to offer solutions in today's market. Steelbridge Realty's group of professionals have decades of experience and have navigated through many business cycles. If you own real estate that you're thinking of selling, we would be happy to provide you with a free competitive market analysis. If you have any general questions about buying or selling land, residential or commercial real estate in Florida, call Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838. That's Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838. Or you can check us out on the web anytime, day or night at www.lee-county-homes.com. That's www.lee-county-homes.com.
Thinking about building? Check in with the Craftsman right now on Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate best buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty.
I'm Jeff Tamburello of Steelbridge Realty.
And Sandy Pastor, Prudential Florida Realty.
And if you have any questions or comments or want to list a property or sell a property or whatever the case may be, shoot us an email, 411@realestatebestbuys.com. Tamburello, you want to get us started off with the super duper buys that you always have?
Yes. Okay, I'm here now.
All right.
got a lakefront lot in Cape Coral. Lake view now. Lakefront lot. You could actually kayak in the lake. You can kayak down the canals that connect to the lake. It's usable water. Amazing view. 19.9 Eastern exposure. Lakefront lot in Cape Coral. Seller would finance this as well with 30% down over 3 years at like probably 10%. So
basically you give up your Starbucks habit and you can buy this lot.
Lakefront lot. No, I'm not talking
lakefront lot.
I'm talking lakefront. So if you'd like more information, you can give us a call at Steel Bridge Realty at 239-567-9838.
All right, Sandy, try to beat that one.
Well, I'm going to the other end of the spectrum here, outside of Old Naples, the other end of town, off of Immokalee and Ibis Cove. This is a foreclosure, but it's a beautiful lake view. This is a single-family home, a 2+ den, 2-bath, almost 1,600 square feet. Like I said, a lovely lake view, and has a garage. This is listed at $182,900 in Ibis Cove. This is also available for home path, so as little as 3% down. Great single-family home. It's in the Gulf Coast High School School District. This is a charmer and a good opportunity for someone. I know you're going to jump on that word, Jeff, but anyway, it's a good opportunity for somebody, like I said, in a great school district and very low fees. You've got nice amenities here, great location. $182,900 for a single-family home. Again, if you're interested in something like that, give me a call at 239-595-0714.
So can we get confirmation? Is it Ibis or Ibis?
Yeah, I know. I talked about that a couple weeks ago, a different one.
Yeah. So,
you say Ibis, I say Ibis.
And I say I've got a great deal on a vacant lot on Marco. This has wide open views of the Landmark Bay. It's huge water views, even with some of the beachfront condos off in the distance. This is 1110 Aztec Court. Asking price is $475. These just don't exist very often. This is an opportunity and a Best Buy at that. Huge lot, and actually I think the sellers also have plans for a home, a 3,400 square foot home, which those plans are also available. And interestingly, this morning I did a search, and currently on the water for under a mil, I believe I did under $1.4 million for homes under $1.4 million with homes larger than 3,200 or 3,300 square feet, and there were a grand total of 5 homes for sale. And of course, they go way up from the $1.4 million level. So there's even at that, there's just not a ton of inventory. It's pretty interesting stuff. So now's the time, especially to get a nice lot, build your own home, and it's the time. So, folks, you're listening to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys. We're going to take a quick break and come right back after this. Stay tuned.
Of course, you're going to enjoy that free bottle of champagne that Aries Title gives to our real estate investor clients with every closing. But Aries Title doesn't stop there. You'll really enjoy the substantial discounts off closing fees Aries Title offers to our investor clients. Aries Title enjoys working with Southwest Florida real estate investors who help make this such a great place to buy, invest, rent, and sell. The staff and attorneys at Aries Title provide investors with insightful strategies and smooth closings. Aries helps with smart strategies like purchasing property in land trusts and LLCs. Aries Title offers leading-edge expertise in short sale transactions and courthouse foreclosure purchases. Aries Title is Southwest Florida's #1 choice and Real Estate Best Buy's recommendation for expertise in real estate closings, title work, and ownership strategies. To find out how to get your substantial discount and your free bottle of champagne, call Aries Title at 239-530-7111. That's 239-530-7111.
Looking for tenants? You should know that the most important part of property management is qualifying tenants, yet many overlook this vital step in the process. Michael Lyons with Zivkovic and Associates Real Estate Services specializes in property management. In fact, he currently manages over 400 homes. He's a licensed real estate agent and also licensed as a condo association manager. Additionally, Michael is completely fluent in Spanish. Michael Lyons has resided in Southwest Florida his entire life and enjoys doing property management. If you need help managing your home or just want a tenant placed, call 239-560-6164. That's 239-560-6164. Or visit his website at www.swflpropertymanager.com. That's swflpropertymanager.com.
Hi, I'm Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty's Park Shore and Ritz-Carlton offices. I'd love the opportunity to put my dedication, knowledge, and years of experience to work for you. Call me at 239-595-0714. If you want to buy or sell that beautiful home on the Gulf or on a championship golf course, I can help. I'm also certified and experienced in short sales and foreclosures with both buyers and sellers in this very specialized type of real estate. Today, more than ever, it's important to work with an experienced and knowledgeable realtor. Naples is my home and my specialty. For a free market report and other information, call me, Sandy Pastor, 239-595-0714.
Investor alert! It's Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys. And joining us now is a person who's been on the show before.
Cindy Carroll.
Cindy Carroll.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Good. Things are hopping around these...
Cindy, we were just talking about how great it is and how people are coming back. It's busy. They're buying. Actually, the sellers are even smiling as well. So all good things. But you were nice enough to send me your latest report on absorption rates, and things have changed a bit. And we all know inventory is getting tighter. So we thought it'd be a great opportunity for you to come back and talk a little bit about that, as well as, what's new in the appraisal process and so forth.
Let me jump in. Cindy is from Carroll & Carroll.
Yep.
They are one of the top appraisal
Been around for
firms.
a long time. Yep.
Long time.
Yep. So we will bow down and get ready to listen to some great words.
Well, as you know, we said this last time too. All realtors are somewhat skeptical of appraisals, but you actually go inside the houses and look at them.
Wow.
Yeah. Amazing, huh?
That's incredible.
No drive-by guesstimates.
Drive-by at 30 miles an hour.
Drive-by is not in our vocabulary.
You're not in Naples appraising properties in Texas like the guys from Texas appraising properties in Naples.
I just got back from Texas. What do you mean? Actually, I appraise in Texas without even leaving my desk.
All right.
Google Maps?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So let's see. So high level, what's happening?
What's happening? What do you see? Where do you see the biggest changes happening in Collier County?
Well, what I think is most interesting is that now we have just stepped into the month of February, so I think we can proclaim that we are in the midst of high season.
Right.
And last fall, we were so pleased with the progress in our market, and at the same time, we were concerned that because of that progress, we'd move into season and lots of sellers would jump back in and push our neighborhoods into oversupply conditions. Well, that just simply has not happened. Most areas are still showing a shortage of supply. There's been a few neighborhoods that have pushed up a little, but not enough to throw things out of balance. And what we have to remember is that we're still carrying shortages of supply in the resale market. At the same time, the new construction has just come on full force, and that gives you an idea of just what kind of demand is out there.
It's unbelievable. I was telling them before the show started, I actually worked with a buyer that bought a home from a builder, a new area, and they're so backlogged, it's taken them a week to get me the signed contract.
Wow.
I know. It's like, what?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to do is see this kind of cat and mouse game between the resale market and the new construction and keeping pace with their pricing and just trying to meet the needs and desires of the buyer.
So as a cyclical thing, however, we had a glut of inventory, and then builders stopped building. So, over some time, over the last few years, it's dried up and maybe some pent up demand. So now builders are active again. Do we have to start looking on the horizon for this next wave of a lot of properties on the market? When do you think that may be?
Wow. I have no crystal ball, but
you don't?
No, I don't.
Oh, no.
But I just am really not worried about markets becoming with a glut of inventory. I'm just not worried about it. Our inventories have been falling since 2009. In the MLS right now, we probably have something around maybe 6,500 units, and about 1,000 of those are actually under contract with contingencies. So, 5,000 units in all of the MLS area, that's just incredible.
What's an average year for sales for Collier County?
Oh, gosh, don't ask me that.
I mean, right now, Lee County, our MLS, we're sitting on 4.1 months inventory, and everybody's still acting like it's a buyer's market.
Yeah, and we are not far off from that. I'd have to guess. But I'll tell you, I'm just seeing most of my market areas are somewhere around 9 months of inventory. 1 year is a balanced market. It would be fine if we brought in enough inventory to get us back to 1 year. That really is a better, more healthy market. The buyers have more to choose from. They feel a little less stressed, and it keeps everything moving along.
Yep.
We were just talking about Golden Gate City, for example, before the show, and a couple of years ago, it was like there were almost as many foreclosures and availabilities in Golden Gate City as there were in all of Naples.
Right.
But now you're showing in January it's a 1 month supply.
Right, and it's been that way for such a long, long time. All of our entry-level markets, that would be, anything like under $300,000, under $200,000. Those neighborhoods have been in a severe shortage of supply for not months, but years.
Mm-hmm.
So with that kind of lack of inventory, that obvious, supply and demand. So basically, that is going to continue to drive prices up to some point when there's no supply, and you've got people chasing no supply.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that is
I think we're going to hit some inertia once we hit true replacement cost, because then it makes more sense to go build.
Right.
And therein is another algorithm in this supply and demand.
Actually, what I've been doing now is I strip out the distressed sales, and then you just trend the traditional sales, which last year, Lee County, our MLS, we moved $3.3 billion worth of money through, and $2.3 billion of that was traditional sales. And if you strip all them out and just throw all the traditional sales in a blender year over year, it was up 5%. So you've got a normal market functioning within the bank's lunacy.
That's correct. And what I'm seeing is in the Naples area, west of 41, short sales and foreclosures are just disappearing.
They're gone.
That in our vocabulary will lose those terms for the west of 41 market. East of 951 or east of Airport Road, we will still be dealing with that for a while. But you have to remember, look at Golden Gate City. Short sales and foreclosures are still dominant there, and yet there's only 1 month of supply.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been going on now for almost 2 years.
Yep. And prices have gone up.
Yep, prices are trying to push up.
Yep.
So how do you, as an appraiser then, how do you come up to, if somebody needs you to do an appraisal today, how do you come up with an accurate appraisal of an accurate value in today's market as opposed to literally yesterday or last week, which can be very different?
It can be very different. Now, we always have to be reminded that every community is moving at its own pace. There are some market areas that are stable and have been that way for a couple of years, and it's not too hard to appraise in those markets right now because you're not seeing any kind of a dramatic value change. But in neighborhoods that are running such a shortage of supply, values are trying so hard to push up. As appraisers, we have to look at the freshest sales, the sales that have closed most recently. But we also look just as seriously at the pending sales. Properties currently under contract, because that's really where the market is right now. And so we just drive the realtors crazy because we call them and ask them questions about those pending sales. When are they going to close? How close did you get to your list price? We've got to know that information. And then we look into the listings for the direct competition. And you really have to use all of those different factors today in a market that's on the move up.
No, interesting and challenging.
Very challenging.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I have two things under contract right now. It's Turnia Lakes, and I'm looking at your report saying we have 3.75 months of inventory there. I mean, that says that prices are going to go up. Prices have actually a little bit. It's a little bit less than last time, but from last summer, it's a dramatic shift.
Exactly.
So what does this mean for next season? I mean, are we setting the stage for next season to be even more crazy, or how?
It'll look like early 2004 before Charlie.
Well,
if it keeps going the way it is.
Yeah, and I'm watching recent sales prices and comparing them to historical sales of that same property. For instance, if I've got a property today that sells for $200,000, I look at the sales history of that property and I go back in time and find the point in time when that property last sold for $200,000 or about there. And I'm seeing that in some neighborhoods that's 2002 or 2003. Other neighborhoods are advancing on 2004. And I think
that's wild.
I think that's where we're trending back to, because it would make sense. 2004, early 2004, was the last point of sanity in the market. And I think that's our target goal here, is that the market's going to move back to that number as fast as it's able to. Will we go berserk again? That's anybody's guess, but you got to remember we got several elements that are keeping us in check right now.
That will be a function of leverage. The only reason why we lost our mind and prices went what they were was 100% no doc loans for investors.
Correct.
And when you get stupidly applied leverage is when prices what we had at that point was a mania.
Yes.
And, everybody can't wait for the next mania, which I just don't get after living the last 5 years.
Let's hope not.
Right. Mortgage money is not going to be that easy to come by. Maybe never again, certainly not for a long time. So actually, it's a good thing because it keeps us in check, and we need to have healthy growth and not berserk growth.
Yep. But Tumbarolo Bank is going to be opening and handing money out. So that's,
is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just be there for the grand opening.
I'm going to get in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 16% interest only and 8 points.
All right.
And full doc.
Yeah, I'm underwriting that too. So,
Cindy, thank you very much for joining
Thanks,
us.
Cindy.
It's always
My pleasure.
so interesting. If people need to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
Oh, call the office, 775-1147. Or visit our website, carolandcarol.com. 2 R's, 2 L's.
All right. Awesome. Thanks again. Folks,
right.
You're listening to Real Estate Best Buys. We'll be back after this.
Looking for tenants? You should know that the most important part of property management is qualifying tenants, yet many overlook this vital step in the process. Michael Lyons with Zivkovic and Associates Real Estate Services specializes in property management. In fact, he currently manages over 400 homes. He's a licensed real estate agent and also licensed as a condo association manager. Additionally, Michael is completely fluent in Spanish. Michael Lyons has resided in Southwest Florida his entire life and enjoys doing property management. If you need help managing your home or just want a tenant placed, call 239-560-6164. That's 239-560-6164. Or visit his website at www.swflpropertymanager.com. That's swflpropertymanager.com.
Hi, this is Tim with Microbial Block, a service provider of the Aegis Microbe Shield technology. It's an antimicrobial spray that, when applied, becomes a part of whatever surface you are applying it to. It forms a microscopic layer of pins that carry an electrical charge, and when bacteria or germ-causing microorganisms come in contact with this layer of pins, it pops like a balloon. Since it's a mechanical kill of the microorganism and not a chemical kill, the layer of pins remain on the surface to kill again. This is a green technology, so it is safe for use in any application, whether it is at home, work, school, nursery, church, or at the mall. If you see Microbial Block's green and blue shield, you know you are being protected from germs. Microbial Block, active defense against germs. Call us today at 239-300-7585 or check us out on the web at microbialblock.com. That's MICROBIAL block.com. microbialblock.com.
Affordable Landscaping is the real estate Best Buy's choice for all your lawn and landscaping needs. Affordable Landscaping has been serving Collier County residents for over 16 years with the absolute best value in landscaping and lawn maintenance, and is currently the landscape contractor for the city of Marco Island. No job is too big or too small. Affordable Landscaping is your one-stop shop for all your lawn and tree service, irrigation, pest control, landscape design, and installation needs. Affordable Landscaping is reliable, on time, and offers quality services at affordable prices. Call Affordable Landscaping right now at 239-389-1468. That's 239-389-1468. No matter what your lawn maintenance or landscaping needs are, you owe it to yourself to give Affordable Landscaping a call. You'll save time and money and a great peace of mind knowing Affordable Landscaping is on the job. Call Affordable Landscaping for a free estimate now at 239-389-1468.
Want some real estate tips and pointers? Listen up. It's Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty.
I'm Jeff Tumbarello of Steelbridge Realty.
And Sandy Pastor, Prudential Florida Realty.
And Tumbarello, give us a super duper buy.
I've got a commercial office building, 21115 Design Park Lane in Estero, Florida. This is a 07 built Mediterranean-style building, barrel tile roofs. The building is still dirt shell, which means you can do what you want with it. You don't have to do saw cuts to run pipes and stuff like that. It's listed for $572,756. This building, it's 9,200 square feet. That's $62 a square foot for basically a brand new building off Corkscrew Road in Estero. That's unbelievably cheap. Seller would finance this deal as well, 30% down, 2 to 3 year term, more of a bridge financing. They don't want to be long-term financing, but you've got an amazing price that could be, could have owner carry. If you'd like more information, you can give us a call at Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838.
And we here at Real Estate Best Buys, or at least speaking for myself, I'm a big fan of the seller finance. So
amen to that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right,
absolutely.
Sandy, you have something with us?
Yeah, I got a great opportunity here. This is a duplex in Palm River Estates. This one is really interesting. It's listed at $294,999. Both sides are a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but both sides are almost 2,000 square feet. Usually these things are, 800 square feet or 1,100 square feet or something like this. This would be a great opportunity. Yeah.
2,000 square feet?
1996 to be exact.
Each side?
Each side.
Wow.
And I mean, what a great opportunity to be able to live in one side and rent out the other, or put your extended family in the other, or something like that. Listed at $294,999. A great location. Palm River Estates, right off of Immokalee, not that far from the beach at all. This is, I haven't seen one like this large, that could potentially be a true residence as well as a moneymaker on the other side. So, or rent them both out, what are your preferences for sure. It's got storm shutters. I mean, the HVAC was replaced just 5 years ago. I mean, this looks like a really, really good solid investment as well as potential home for somebody. So if this is something you're interested in, I'd love to show it to you and tell you more about it. You can call me at 239-595-0714.
All right, and I've got a beautiful home on Marco, 1312 Bayport. Great location, right near the schools. Again, 1312 Bayport Avenue on Marco. This is a 3-bedroom plus a den, 3-bathroom, built in 03. This is absolutely move-in ready. It's got a nice pool area, actually even an outdoor kitchen, and just a spectacular spot, especially if you have kids, being right by the school. This home is already on sewer. We've talked about the sewer assessments on Marco, and those can be anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000. This is already on sewer. This one is, like I said, move-in ready. You really just need to bring your suitcase, and your furniture would help if you like to sleep on a bed. But nonetheless, $549 is the asking price. Great home, great location, great price. Give me a call if you'd like to see it. 239-450-3000. You've been listening to Real Estate Best Buys. Catch us every week. Thanks for listening.
Tune in every week for more Real Estate Best Buys. Also, you can make money, save time, minimize effort, and avoid some pain by logging in with our team of experts at realestatebestbuys.com. That's realestatebestbuys.com. Until next time, may all your buys be Real Estate Best Buys.
Hi, folks. Jeff Popick here. If you're looking to purchase a Best Buy in real estate, whether a home, condo, lot, or commercial property, you should know that it costs you nothing to have an insightful and experienced realtor work for you and represent you. I have been an active real estate investor spanning almost 3 decades and also have my real estate license to help other people achieve their goals too. My specialty is representing buyers on Marco Island and in Naples. Find Real Estate Best Buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty, and I invite you to call me without any obligation to discuss how I can help you too. Call 239-450-3000 anytime to speak with me personally about how I can help you achieve your real estate goals. That's 239-450-3000.